So I'm here in Lagos, Portugal today, and we're actually going to be going to a museum, this museum right behind me, which is the Slave Market Museum here in Portugal. And what a lot of people don't realize or know is when you come to Lagos, Portugal, it's not just all about beaches and everything. Back in the 1400s, 1444, the first group of slaves were brought here in Europe. So we're gonna go check this out, and we're gonna see what the market or what the building, the museum is actually gonna show us. Now, this is not the original building, but this is the original site, because as you guys can see, I do have the ocean right behind me where they would bring them in, and then the slave market here. So we're gonna go see if this museum's good. So there's actually two parts in the museum. The second part, and you gotta come out of the museum, take a right, and then the first door on your right, which you'll see right here, will take you inside when you show them the ticket. I think it's crazy that I'm standing in a museum dedicated to the slave history here, and the fact that like you can just look out and see the ocean and just imagine and go back into history, go back into time, and just this was a thing here. It's wild actually. All right, so just left the museum. It was really interesting just being there, like I said, and being here in Lagos and just understanding that it's not just a beach vacation town, and it has a lot of history dating back to Henry the Navigator in the 1400s. But right now, I am going to head back to the Airbnb, relax a little bit, take a shower, and get ready for another Airbnb experience. I'm going with this guy who has an off-road vehicle, and he's gonna take us around some random other solo travelers, I guess, to some secret spots for a beautiful sunset here in Lagos, Portugal.
Biggest influence here is the Mediterranean sea. It's very powerful. All the landscape of the Algarve, it's pretty much the same of the south of Greece, Italy.
So we just completed our first stop here in a little small village called Sagres. So if you come to Portugal, ask for a Sagres beer. But a very quiet town in the Algarve region. Very small fisherman town, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes from Lagos, depending how fast you're driving. But now we're about to get back into the off-road vehicle and head to the next spot, and then hopefully a beach, and hopefully some wine, snacks, and a beautiful sunset here. So talking to our host, this village is like the wild out here in the Algarve. Like no more construction, since it's like a natural, or since it's a national park essentially. No more construction, it's just, look at this landscape behind me, just so natural and wild. All right, so we're here at one of our other stops. What was this fortress called again?
Fort do Beliche. Beliche Fort, yeah.
And he was telling us that the fort honestly was made to stop piracy, which was a huge issue back in the old day in Portugal here.
Yeah. There was massive piracy here. So there's the lighthouse back there, there's this fort, and behind there's a fortress. They were interconnected in terms of firepower against the pirates who used to come from north of Africa.
So you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of San Juan, Puerto Rico, with how they set up the bay in San Juan to hit the crossfire with the fortress. Same thing that the Spanish did, the Portuguese also did. All right, so here we are, beautiful lighthouse here in the countryside of the Algarve in Portugal, and I'm telling you guys, like, it's so beautiful. America's that way, and just I can see why the Portuguese were like really maritime people, and they love controlling the ocean and the sea. Like they really had it all. Like just look at the ocean. Just look at how beautiful the ocean is, the walls, everything. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. But we're gonna be taking about a 20-minute break here before we head to the sunset part. We're gonna go off-road with the vehicle to this perfect hidden gem of a spot for the perfect sunset here in the Algarve region, and we're also going to be enjoying some wine. So I decided to get a little snack here before we leave. You know, I always gotta get my snacky snacks. So since we're in Sagres, I had to definitely get a Sagres beer. And then looks like a chicken empanada. We'll see if it's this is good or not. And then of course I had to get the biggest seat in the house, right in front of the light tower. Not bad. Definitely a really great view. Chicken empanada, you got beer. What more can a man ask in this world? So we just made it to another beach. I'm telling you guys, Honestly, I thought I was gonna die. He literally brought us down. Literally brought us down from the hills with this off-road vehicle. It's crazy. You do this a lot? You do this a lot? Tell people that, you know, you've never done this.
What's the story?
You do this a lot, bringing people down the hill. Do a lot of people get scared sometimes?
It was the first time. No, it was not the first time. Everybody gets scared here, but it's pretty fine. Look the car, it's a tractor. Manual
transmission, obviously. But yeah, you know, you even got your surfers right here. Beautiful beach, beautiful waves. If you were a surfer, this might be the place that you need to come. You might need to come here if you are a surfer. I think you guys deserve some much needed B-roll, so we're gonna give it to you guys. All right, so we made it to the last spot. This is the sunset. As you can see, sadly, you can see, there we go. The clouds are moving in right now. So hopefully the clouds will not move in so we can get a really nice sunset. But I do have to say, before it gets dark and it's hard to see me, this is such a great experience. I'm telling you guys, Airbnb experiences are definitely worth it. It gets you out of your comfort zone. You get to meet different people, couples, older people, young people, solo travelers. You never know what you're going to get, and it just shows you how much bigger the world is and all the things you can do. It shows you other people have problems, other people have solutions, and it's just really beautiful. I'm just definitely tired of only going to see a castle, going to see a cathedral, Duomo, the same thing that everyone else goes and sees whenever they travel to another country. Like just this breathtaking view right now. I'm gonna show you guys. Like, just look at all of those beaches right there, and there's like no one out there right now, and we have all of this to ourselves. It's like 6 of us, and then you have the sunset. What a time to be alive, what a time to be young, and obviously definitely a great host. And you know, we are in Europe, so since we're in Europe, why would we not have a bottle of wine? So he's about to get some wine, and we're about to drink some wine while looking at the sunset here in our own little paradise.
Go this, there you go.
I'm telling you guys, travel the world, eat pastries, drink wine out of a little white cup. You're on the coast, by yourself, or with a group of people, some strangers you know I met today, and a beautiful sunset that's covered up by clouds. You gotta love it, right? So you gotta tell me, why did you start doing this job, since you know you've been to a lot of different countries and everything?
I don't know, this little corner of Europe is very special, and it's always a pleasure to do this tour. I never get tired. This is one of the wildest coasts in Europe, and it's hard to say. This is the level of life here. It's very nice. The quality of life here is really good. That's why I moved to the Algarve.
With that being said, I hope everyone has a great day, no matter where you are in the world. If you're in Asia, if you're in Europe, if you're in Africa, wherever you are, have a great night, have a great morning. Buona notte.